Hi everyone! Today I'm sharing a new project that I'm going to be working on throughout 2021, and that's working in these traveler's notebooks to document me. So in January, Heba from my little journal did this Me, Myself, and I daily project. And for the month of February, I saw that Kelly from Kellie Stamps has this hashtag self-love project that she's doing. And I wanted to do both of them, but I don't really have enough time to do one prompt per day every single day for 2 months. So what I'm going to do is combine both of these prompt sets into one project and do them over the entire year of 2021 instead. And the reason why I chose to do these projects is because I noticed that I don't have a lot of photos of myself in a lot of my projects, so I thought this was a good idea to challenge myself to document about me a bit more, and so these prompts were perfect for that. So I'm going to start off in this traveler's notebook, and this one is from Coco Daisy's January New Chapters collection. And I have also ordered a traveler's notebook from Studio Calico because I feel like I'm going to be needing 2 notebooks to complete all of these prompts. And I purposely chose some traveler's notebooks that were a bit more neutral in color. So some of these have patterns on them, but they're not overly themed or anything like that. And some of them even have some encouraging messages, and if I don't like the artwork, I can always cover it up as well. But I thought I'd start from there and see where that goes, and that just lets me use whatever collections I want to throughout the year from different companies. So in this video, I'm going to be showing how I created these this cover page here, as well as this kind of reason why little tag, and this spread here that's just documenting about me, which is the first prompt on both of these lists. And you can see that I have removed the staples from this book. I probably will leave this unstapled for the duration while I'm working in the notebook, and then staple it up with my saddle stitch stapler when I'm done, just so that if I want to do some stamping, or if I want to put this through my typewriter, then I can do so, like I did a bit of typing on this page here. And that's just not feasible if it's in the traveler's notebook, still stapled. So if you'd like to see how I created these pages, then just keep watching. So here I've picked out some supplies to make the cover of my traveler's notebook. I have a piece of pattern paper from the Coco Daisy New Chapters collection, as well as that vellum piece is from the classified planner kit from Coco Daisy, and the sheet of alphabet stickers was from one of the December kits from Coco Daisy. I'm starting off by trimming the craft cover of the traveler's notebook diagonally, and I'm going to cut a piece of pattern paper the same size as that piece that I've cut diagonally there, just so that I can sandwich that piece of pattern vellum between the craft cover as well as the pattern piece of paper. So here I'm using one of the pages from the traveler's notebook as kind of a guide to see where exactly I need to glue the vellum piece down so that the whole cover expands basically to the same size as the traveler's notebook cover would be. And normally for a cover like this, I would be using score tape or something like a strong adhesive to glue these pieces together. However, I was worried that the score tape, because it does have a tiny bit of bulk to it, I was worried that because this piece is going to be going around the rest of my insert, that it would create too much bulk to actually be able to fit around my insert. So I'm just using my Tombow Mono adhesive tape runner for gluing these pieces together. And here I'm just burnishing down the fold with a bone folder just to make sure that everything is glued down properly and that this will fold flat. So I did notice that the pattern piece of paper on the back is a tiny bit taller than the craft cover that's in the front. So I'm just going to be using this washi tape. This came from the New Chapters collection, the Modern Memory Keeping Kit, to cover up that seam so that it's not as noticeable. Because this front cover is going to see a lot of action like opening and closing the booklet, I just wanted to make sure the washi tape was a bit more secure, so I put some tape runner on that edge there so that that can hold the washi tape a bit better in place. And sorry, this is a bit off camera, but I'm just trimming off the edges of the washi tape that are sticking over the edge of the cover there. Next, I'm going to work on the title. So the title is going to be Me, Myself, and I. And I just wanted to make sure that it will all fit kind of in a staggered fashion following the seam of the diagonal cut there. And I chose these alphabet stickers because they kind of have like a typewriter feel, and I liked that it kind of went with this messy scribble that was on the pattern piece of vellum. And I'm just using my craft tweezers to make the letters a bit more straight. Some of them are a bit wonky, but it adds to kind of like the messy feel, so I'm okay with that. Here I'm just stamping out the second half of my title, so I wanted to include the hashtag self-love 2021, and I'm using the Lawn Fawn Milo's ABCs stamp set, and the reason why I chose this one was because the font is kind of like scribbly, and I thought it matched the vibe of this cover a lot. And I'm just starting the stamping from the right-hand side and working my way backwards so that I can be sure to fit the entire hashtag on the right bottom corner there. And it takes me a while to figure out the 2021 that I have to stamp the 1 first because I was going to do the 0, and I think maybe my mind was still in 2020. And my stamping is a bit crooked on the bottom of this page, but it doesn't bother me too much. I'll show you later on that you can actually line up all the alphabets on the same stamping block and then stamp them all as 1 sentiment, and that will sometimes make it easier to line up the alphabets instead of stamping them all individually. Moving on to the inside of this cover page, so I think I'm going to have more than one traveler's notebook for this series of prompts, so I'm just going to stamp volume 1 in this label section here. And here's what I meant by you can line up the letters on the stamping block and stamp them all as 1 sentiment instead of stamping the letters individually. Here I'm just using the grid line on my stamping block to make sure that all the letters are lined up straight where I want them to be, and I'm just doing a test stamp on some scrap piece of paper just to make sure that it's stamping out correctly before I stamp it onto my actual page. Before I move on to my first spread of this traveler's notebook, I just wanted to add a reason why on the bottom of this page. So I went through all of the pocket cards that were in the Modern Memory Keeping Kit. This is also from Cocoa Daisy's New Chapters collection, and I just wanted to pick one that would go on the bottom of this page here. And before I trim off the bottom of this journaling card, I just wanted to make sure that I had run it through my typewriter, just because the typewriter needs a bit of area to grip the card. And I finished the corners of this pocket card with the We Are Memory Keepers corner punch. This cuts an angle so that it looks like a tag, and then I just glued it to the bottom of this page here. So here I have a selfie. I'm wearing a shirt that says, I may be nerdy, but only periodically, and the word nerdy is spelled out with like the elements on the periodic table. And the reason why the back of this photo looks so strange is because this is the first time I've used my new photo printer, and I actually ran the photo paper through the wrong way. So I printed on the wrong side, and then the ink didn't adhere, and so I had to like dab it off before I could run it through again. So that's why it looks really messed up on the back. And so I think because of the extra ink that was on the back of the photo paper, my tape runner didn't really want to stick to the surface very well. So I did have to pull out my score tape to properly adhere this photo down to my page. I also made sure to size my photo so that you could still see a bit of that background paper. I just liked the black and white of the dotted pattern with the black and white on my shirt. So I thought that went well together. I'm going to be adding some stamping to this next page, but before I do that, I'm just going to add a piece of washi tape just to add some color. So my stamping is going to be in black and the rest of the page is of course white. So adding this piece of washi just brings in some color to an otherwise very monochromatic page. And this piece of washi is from the planner add-on kit, also from the new chapter collection from Cocoa Daisy. And you'll see that I actually added the washi tape to the wrong page at first because I'm used to working on spreads kind of like one page and then another page after that. But I forgot that I had taken out the subsequent page, and so you'll just see me fix that here. Fortunately, washi tape is very forgiving, and I was able to remove it and place it onto the actual right page with no harm done. Next, I'm going to be stamping out my name vertically on this page here. So here I'm using the alphabet stamp set that was part of the new chapter collection from Cocoa Daisy, but it wasn't in any of the kits. Like, it was a stamp set that could be purchased separately. And the idea was that I would come up with adjectives or other phrases that described me that started with each of those first letters of my name. So for example, for S, I came up with sentimental because I'm sentimental. And so I'm just finishing spelling out my name with the stamping here. After I've stamped the first 3 letters of my name, I went from the bottom up just so that everything would be centered because I did want to include the hyphen in my name. It's very important to include the hyphen in my name. It's my pet peeve when people forget the hyphen, so I was certainly going to include a hyphen in this page about me. And to do that, I'm going to stamp out the top of this letter T and then use some washi tape to mask off the bottom so that the bottom part doesn't stamp. And it makes it so that I'm not able to place the hyphen exactly where I want it because I can't see through the stamping block anymore. But it's close enough, and I'm happy that I got the hyphen in there. Next, I'm going to finish my journaling off screen just on a typewriter, and then I'm going to finish up this page with a stamp, just stamping the date that I completed this spread. I decided that the section between the U and the W is a bit empty, so I took this washi tape. This is from the main planner kit, and it has sayings like "you got this," "change is good," and "love this life." So I just took the section that said "love this life" and put that in the middle there. Off screen, I also added a little pink heart sticker above that washi tape as well. To finish off the spread, I'm going to add the words "I am" to the top of this photo, and this is using the alphabet stickers that came in the planner add-on kit, as well as a chipboard star piece that's from the memory keeping kit. And that finishes up my page. I'm so excited to have completed the first prompt on both of the lists. So it was the same prompt. So on self-love, on the self-love list, it was you, and on the me, myself, and I list, it was me. So it was basically just documenting myself. And I'm so excited to see where this is going to lead and what types of things I'll be doing in this project. I probably won't be doing these prompts in order just because I am working between the 2 lists. But I'll try to get all of the prompts done, hopefully within 2 traveler's notebooks. So if you liked this video, then make sure to hit the like button, and feel free to leave a comment down below if you have any questions, and make sure to subscribe for more process videos like these. Thanks for watching!